the ephemera and all of this stuff. It's like the detritus of the past 30 years. It's like a 20th century wasteland. The design process for American Buffalo began with this pretty incredible theater. It's the only one of its kind in Broadway where you're basically below grade. I think spaces like this inspire innovation. On the outside of the shop, and the actors make their entrance here, so they step down into this subterranean shop in the same way that the audience filters in and steps down into their seats. I wanted this to feel like this underbelly of the crime world of Chicago. The walls have just been taken away. That's why this sort of junk and all these sort of items for sale are literally pushed up to the edge. And then the rafters are hovering overhead, just the kind of pressure of the action of the play as it gets denser and denser. You kind of just can feel it, kind of the claustrophobia of it all. We put in more seats to actually reduce the footprint of the store, get people closer, just to kind of induce the claustrophobia and also just get people as close to the actors as possible. And then it comes down to like the authenticity of all the objects and then the space itself. People are so close to all of these things. Like there's a set of weights that my dad had when I was a kid. I had that Trapper Keeper when I was a kid. Things can't be too cool. Like it can't look like a cool store. So if there's a kind of groovy light, that groovy light has some damaged bulbs. But yeah, you can see even these chandeliers. This crystal chandelier has a bunch of bike parts on it. Layering and layering and layering to kind of bring the sort of weight of it in, but also just to kind of have this sadness maybe to it all as well. So there is some sense of order here, because if there wasn't, then when everything comes tumbling down at the end and the destruction happens, you wouldn't really feel like anything has been violated in the way that it actually does become violated here.
So during the show, the big like smash at the end, how long does it take to set that back up, and how specific is it?
It takes about 2 minutes to completely destroy this place, and it takes our brilliant head of props, Caroline Anderson, about 25 minutes to pull it back together. I love authenticity. If there's any hallmark about my work, it's attention to detail. I kind of always want to create the space that isn't completed, because that completion is when the actors take the stage. You're just a part of it, and it's like so rare to have that experience. Usually there's a deck and a proscenium, and there's so many things that are separating you from that performance, and there is no fourth wall. You are in it.